excited here at ZooTampa that we have access to an animal COVID vaccine. This is a totally separate vaccine from the human vaccines. It's something that's being manufactured experimentally. It is a very general method in which it works so that we would be able to use it in many different species of animals, most likely. And we're looking forward to outlining what that program is going to look like. And most likely we would be able to implement that late summer, early fall. This vaccine is going to be a 2-dose regimen, just like many of the vaccines that are being used for people. And the way it works on a receptor that many different animal species have for the COVID virus. But we won't know until we start using it and start doing some evaluation of how it's working in the different animal species. Certain species seem to be more at risk from developing disease from the virus. Many species have the receptor for the virus, but as far as what we're seeing with animals becoming ill from it, non-human primates are definitely at the high part of the list. Cats. There was just an otter case in the Georgia Aquarium announced a couple of days ago. So anything in that mink type family, so mink, otter, meerkats, those types of animals we think are probably at higher risk. And certainly there have been some cases in domestic dogs as well as domestic cats. So far, what we know about the symptoms of animals who have clinical illness from COVID, it seems to be pretty similar to people. Respiratory symptoms, flu-like symptoms, diarrhea, that sort of thing. Whether they lose taste or smell is a really good question because we can't ask them. So that's one of the hard things about our job as veterinarians is that the animals can't tell us what they're experiencing. We just have to go by their behavior. So you could guess that maybe because they aren't eating as well. You know, smell and taste is a really important part of wanting to eat. Thankfully, the zoo species so far, gorilla, big cats, now an otter, there haven't been any deaths in those animals. They've been able to be treated successfully, and in some cases, the symptoms were pretty mild. We've had no COVID cases in animals at ZooTampa. We implemented very strict policies and procedures for all of our animal caregivers. They are wearing the KN95 masks when they are within 6 feet of any of our mammals. We are not going to relax that. We are still going to be having masks in place for the same reason that people should still be wearing masks, that the virus is still out there. And so even though we, as their caregivers, are able to be vaccinated now, we know that we can still contract and transmit the disease even though we're vaccinated. We are really happy here at ZooTampa that our personnel are taking advantage of being able to be vaccinated by COVID. That has been something that we're not forcing employees to do, obviously, but we're really encouraging that. All of our animal personnel are now able to be vaccinated. All our veterinary personnel are now, we're 2 weeks out from our second vaccine, so we're encouraging our staff to do as well.
And with save best for last, that orangutan. The animal vaccine will be administered to the most at-risk species at ZooTampa when it becomes available, and the good news is no animals there have had any positive cases. Now, we had a little